taking it slowly and tenderly today. Welcome to the Time Treadmill. I'm Ron, and these are my sweaty thoughts about Doctor Who. Me and my stupid back, man. After 30 years of dealing with this, it gets pretty old. But forging on ahead and getting back to Shada. When last I talked about Shada, I mentioned how many different video versions there had been over the years. There was the original, partially filmed, failed television production that was squashed due to labor strikes. There was the VHS version that took all of the live footage and then added narration by Tom Baker to bridge a story together. There was the streaming web version in the early days of Flash Media with Richard Grant playing the Ninth Doctor. And then a couple of years ago, there was the brand new animated restoration of the entire story, which is what I'm watching right now. But that's not the entire story of Shada. There was also an audio adaptation done by Big Finish Audio in the early days of their line, with Paul McGann reprising his role of the Eighth Doctor. And then there was the novelization that came out 6 or 7 years ago that took Douglas Adams' original script and tried to write the novel in Adams' voice, and largely did a very good job. So this story has resurfaced again and again and again, and there's a very good reason for it. It's just an excellent story. If this one had actually been finished and broadcast, it would absolutely be one of the great revered Doctor Who classic stories, right up there with City of Death and Genesis of the Daleks. And that is reinforced by the number of times that it has been reimagined and reprocessed and tried to find some new way to find life. And interestingly, in 2020, leading up to the new festive special coming this holiday season, the centerpiece of the story, the titular Shada, is a secret Time Lord prison. One that's so secret that even the Time Lords have forgotten it exists because it's been deliberately wiped from their memory in order to protect it and keep the criminals inside it completely secure and away from the wider galaxy. And I mention that in context of the upcoming holiday special because, as we know, the last shot of the most recent season has the Doctor themselves locked up inside a prison. And I kind of wonder if it's going to turn out to be Shada. Maybe not. We'll see. And speaking of upcoming Doctor Who stories, we know the holiday special is happening because it was filmed before the pandemic lockdowns. News came out yesterday that production has finally resumed on Series 13 of Doctor Who, with Jodie Whittaker reprising her role as the Doctor and Mandip Gill returning, although Ryan and Graham apparently are not coming along for the ride. But the most interesting and kind of disappointing but understandable news is that the next season will only have 8 episodes instead of 11 because of the conditions under which they have to film with all of the pandemic regulations. It's taking much longer to produce an individual episode, and they can only get 8 out of the filming block. But still, 8 is better than nothing, and they're saying that the series is going to come back on air in the fall of 2021. So we'll have the holiday special at either Christmas or New Year's, and then another 9-month wait, and then we will have more Doctor Who. And that's, for me, always good news. And on that note, I'm going to go treat my back tenderly for the rest of the day, and I'll wrap up Shada tomorrow and maybe actually talk about the story itself. We'll see. I'll see you tomorrow.